Hey Nate, congrats on the win. I'm down here to your right.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So first time back in the octagon in 3 years, almost to the day actually. What did it feel like in there? Was it any different? What was kind of going through your mind?
It felt like just where I left off, and I just didn't really pay much attention except for just get the job done.
Was the game plan always to try to get him in the clinch and up against the cage?
No, I planned it on kicking him in his face, but it just kind of went how it went. I didn't even work any of that clinch stuff. It just was like I was just like, I'm either gonna do all this stuff I was drilling and working on, or I'm just gonna get into a full-on fight with him and add that shit to it.
In the third round, you had him in big trouble. He kind of he fell, and then I mean he was close to being out there. You think the fight was over at that point?
Yeah, I thought it was the beginning of the end for sure, but I just went in there and went, and I warmed up in the back really good, and I was going hard, and then I kept warm when I went out, and then I started fighting because I didn't want to. I know it was a 5-minute round fight, and my last couple fights were 5-minute rounds, so I wanted to go in there like my first round was my third or fourth round, and so I went in, and first minute in from the intensity and how long I was going, I was already tired, so I didn't have the full juice to ease up and full on take him out. I felt like that's the way I had to approach the 3-round fight.
The last thing for me, Dana was in here before, and he said that the last thing he thought you would say after the fight was calling out Jorge Masvidal. Why did you do that?
Just because you got to recognize who's the best of the best in this game, and it's not who they're saying it is. It's who I'm saying it is. It's the guys who've been in here for forever and now are still on the top of the game. Like Pettis just knocked out Thompson, who was just fighting for the 170 title a whole bunch of times, and then he fights Pettis. Pettis just knocks his ass out real quick. Who's the real baddest dude in the 170 division? And then they were trying to pump up a dude, and then Masvidal goes in there and knocks his ass out after he's been in here since I started fighting in 2004, I think. And then I think he's either been there right then or a little longer, and he just did that. So, and I just did that. So that's the best fighter to me, the best martial artist who's still on top of the game. Like I said, I've been through waves of these guys. There's a couple guys who come in and then they fight for a title or are peaking, have 3 good fights. They fight for a title, they get the belt, then they get their ass whipped, then they have another loss, maybe have another win and then another loss, and then they're gone with the win. And that's not the best fighters to me. I've been here in 40 years, fighting, still killing.
Nate, it seems like Masvidal's interested in this fight. When ideally would you like to compete again?
If everything works out right how it's supposed to work out, then I'll fight next month. If nobody's in a hurry, I want to get this done how it's supposed to be done and do it right and treat it like it should be treated, I ain't even in no rush. So it's not me who's going to be doing the sitting out. It's them that's going to be holding me out, or people not jumping on and trying to get it done. And that's where I've been for the last 3 years, because I never stopped training camp. I just no one was showing any acknowledgement for being the best fighter in the world, which I am. Just like Masvidal, that's what I'm saying. Like, why ain't nobody like, what? That's the guy to fight. He just beat the best guy, and he's been around doing this the whole time. So I'm into the best martial artists in the world, not like some hold on to you wrestlers who are gonna hold you and hopefully win around and find a loophole to win in these fights and put belts on their waist. Now we're fighting for the baddest motherfucker in the game, belt, and that's mine. So I'd like to defend it against Jorge Masvidal. So if you want to be the baddest motherfucker, that's how we're gonna do it.